Welcome, dear all. Hope that you all are fine and staying safe at your home. And today's we will discuss about another important topic related with the uh, Annavasrotas. That this topic is Anaadravashoola. As we discussed in our earlier uh, lecture, that Parinam Shul has been described in the context of in the chapter of Shul by Acharya Madhav. In the same way, Anaadravashoola is also described in the same chapter, and it has very close relation with that shoot. Again, it is its primary feature is shul. There is a persistent type of shul in this disorder, which is not relieved by some procedures. So, it is also known as Jaratpit. Some acharya have uh, defined Anaadravashoola as Jaratpit. So both Anaadravashoola and Jaratpit are same and are again the disease is main feature of this disease is pain localized in epigastric region. How, there is no clear cut indication about the site as was in the case of Paradamsul that this pain in Paradamsul was confined to that particular region. Here we can see that pathology lies in the region of epigastrium, or you can say upper part of umbilical region, and in that region where stomach is localized. In the modern system of medicine, stomach is localized. The all areas where stomach is found, yeah, in that area this pain is mostly felt, and because you will see that there are some features which indicates that this is the prime area for the pain in the case of Anaadravashoola. So Acharya have described a general nidan for shul. The same may be applied also here, and pathogenesis is almost same, that there is some kind of vitiation of those and that causes vitiation of what. There is no clear cut indication about the pathogenesis of Anaadravashoola. Only its symptom has been highlighted by the Acharya Madhav in different contexts. So we will discuss about only the symptoms of Anaadravashoola in this context, and those will be same as that of uh, Shul or Pradam Shul. That there is no any clear cut indication about that system, but you can say that it is primary feature is Tridosh and Vat Pradhan. It is Vat Pradhan disease, as uh, it is clearly indicated that this is Shul is prominent feature to Vatadrite Nastiruja. It is very clearly Acharya have said that Vatadrite Nastiruja. Without vitiation of Vat, pain cannot be originated. This is the major feature. So I am saying that its samprapti will must include the Vat Pradhan pathogenesis, and those she will be again un and its Dravatva is increased where somewhere Dravatva of Pith may be increased, and Asha is Amasha, and type of Srotodushti seems to be uh, sung. In this disease, you will see that it seems that type of Srotodushti is just sung, where it becomes those becomes stagnant at a place, and when they are omitted out, the pain is quickly subsided. So it seems that it get localized, and on forceful emesis, on forceful omitting, there is some relief in the degree of pain is found in the case of Anaadravashoola. So naturally Sotodosti is a sung type, and it is Chirkari Vyadhi and almost Krichsath. You will see there it's Krichsath because it does not subsides by so many things, by so many procedures, and unless that stagnancy is relieved. So main feature is stagnancy, and relieving that stagnancy causes relief relief in the pain to some extent. Now we discussed that its nidan are just common nidan which are described in the context of shool, and pathogenesis is mostly that it there is vitiation of vat pradhan dos, and those dos are likewise that Anvas rotas and amasya and likewise and that. Now here are the symptoms of Anaadravashoola which Acharya have primarily focused on the few symptoms only, and what he says that there is a certain type of pain in epigastric region, in around the epigastric region, and which arises during all phase of digestion. All the what is the jirre, jirre, jiryat, ajirneva. There are three phases. Jirre when food is digested properly. Jirre, jiryat when it is getting digested, and during the process of digestion, after the completion of digestion, during the process of digestion, and ajirneva when there is phase of indigestion. So you will see that during phase of indigestion, you will begin from here, during phase of indigestion followed by phase of digestion, and third is after the completion of digestion. Or at any time you can say there is feeling of pain in epigastric region. So there are so many disorders where pain in epigastric region is found, but what defines Anaadravashoola is there is persistent pain in all three phases of digestion, or in the phase of indigestion, during the phase of digestion, after some time of completion of digestion, even there is pain in epigastric region. And this was the first feature. Second feature, and that pain is not relieved by pathyapathya prayogin va. That pain is not relieved by taking any kind of path or apath. That always remain present in these conditions, and there is no any effect of compatible or incompatible diet, or you can say the process which is favorable or unfavorable. There is constant pain which is not affected by patyapath. And third is bhojnen abhojnen va. That pain is not affected by taking meal or not taking meal. It always remains. See the difference that we have seen in the case of Param Soul. Bhukt matre vante अथवा जीर्णे अन्य प्रशाम्यति. There was three conditions. Bhukt matre, taking meal, relieves the pain in Param Soul. Where what happens that taking meal does not affect the degree of pain in Anaadravashoola, does not relieve pain in the Anaadravashoola. Abhojnen, fasting, It also does not affect the pain, right? It does not relieve the pain. Taking meal does not relieve the pain, or not taking the meal does not relieves the pain. So, and there was bhukt matre jirde athva. When phase of digestion was completed, after the completion of phase of digestion, pain in the Paradamsul was relieved. Bhukt matre jirdevat. There was two phases. And in the case of Anaadravashoola, there is constant pain even after taking meal and even after completion of phase of digestion. This is the basic difference between Paradamsul and Anaadravashoola. That pain is not relieved by food or not relieved by phase of completion of digestion. So, and what says that this pain remains constantly throughout the time. What third line says, na shamam yati. Now you can see that these two lines are in continuation. That pathyapathya prayogena va pathyapathya prayogena bhojnen abhojnen cha na samam yati. That pain is not relieved by pathyapathya prayogena and neither relieved by bhojnen abhojnen va. This is the basic difference between the Paranamsul and Anaadravashoola. That pain of Paranamsul is relieved by certain factors, and that that factors does not provide any kind of relief in the Anaadravashoola. Uh, we have discussed two. Bhukt matre jirne athva. This is the basic concept. Now you can say very simply that the disease which is characterized by persistent nature of pain during indigestion, during the phase of digestion, even after completion of digestion, and that pain is not relieved by taking compatible or incompatible things, or taking meal, or just going on prolonged fasting. And even it does not have any relation with the meal. That is known as it does not get subsides with any kind of meal, taking or not taking. So that kind of pain is known as Anaadravashoola. This is the basic feature of Anaadravashoola. And this line represents the upshe, which relieves the degree of pain in Anaadravashoola. You know what Achar says? Vant matre jarat pittam shulam as bev pohati. What says? Vant matre jarat pittam shulam ashu bev pohati. Means the pain of Anaadravashoola is quickly relieved by vomiting. This is the only upshe. Whereas we have this is the common between Anaadravashoola and Paradamsul. Both pain of both disease, Paradamsul as well as Anaadravashoola, get relieved by vomiting. And we discussed in the context of Paradamsul that due to emesis, the vitiated pit comes out from the body and that relieves the pain. And we discussed in first slide that it seems that pathology in under the soul seems that the dosh or dosh un gets localized in a particular area until unless that localized food is not moved from that place, the pain remains present. It is a sung type of slotovasti. And what happens after emesis? That due to emesis, partial or complete part which was localized in that particular area comes out from the body, and that relieves degree of pain for a moment while. As soon as patients again take some food, and that causes a stretching of that organ, and that gets stagnant at that place again, the pain starts again until unless emesis is not induced. Or, nowadays you can say that we can take out that stagnant part either from some physical instruments as by gastric was or something like that. So as soon as that stagnant part is removed from that place, pain gets subside for some time. This is the major feature of Anaadravashoola. Okay, Vant Matre. Vant Matre means from that portion, either by emesis or for any other method, if that stagnant vitiated part is moved out, the pain gets subsided for a moment while or some time. So you can say that the pain in epigastric region, the disease which is characterized by the pain in epigastric region, which remains present throughout the day, either in the phase of indigestion or in the phase of day, or you can say during the phase of digestion, at before digestion, in between digestion and after digestion, and which is not relieved by any kind of patyapat, and which is not relieved by the bhojnen or bhojnen va, taking or not taking meal. It is no any relation with meal. Whereas I think that there is some degree of relation of meal. In intake of meal will again stress the stagnancy, cause the stagnancy, and that will increase food. And the pain is relieved by vomiting. That kind of disease is known as Anaadravashoola, and it seems to be very Krichasad disease. And this is all about Anaadravashoola. This is a small topic described under the heading of Shul, and I hope that you got it very clearly. If there is any query, you can text me. Thank you. Thank you all.